Hi. Welcome back to my channel. People say that, but I'm like, I'm really recording this for myself, so. And if people watch it, it's a fucking bonus. Like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I just finished a 3-day fast. And in that 3-day fast, I had a small, no, it was quite a large actually, a very large upgrade. So my last videos, you would have seen me enter the void, and my fast came at a perfect time. Could have come a little bit earlier, to be honest, because what I went through in the void was a lot. But what I do know from experiencing the void in previous experiences has been that there's a lot of work to be done there, and a lot of feeling to be had in order to get to the next chapter and to get past the void. And we're past the void. Praise Jesus. Okay. I can't even remember why I started this video. Oh, because I was tripping out on my reality. So I was just sitting here. I just got home from having breakfast, and was sitting here just looking out at all of this. And for a brief moment, yeah, it was brief. A brief moment, I was looking at all of the trees and all of the green, and my mind tripped out for a second. And it was like I could physically feel my brain expanding. And in the moment, I was like, holy shit, I don't know if I can hold that. And then my guides were just like, no, you've got it. Just hold it and sink it into your body. So just relax and let it fall in. And I was like, all right, fine. So I sat there and I just kept looking, kept feeling the trip in my brain, kept looking at my reality. And I was like, okay, now what? And then I went and recorded a whole lot of content really quick because it was like, anyway. So hi, this video might be a little bit different, a little bit of different energy to my previous ones, but I want to talk about the game. Clearing my throat. Actually, I should just get my water. The game of life. Let me start by saying that you were the only authorized prescriber. Sorry, I work in the medical industry. That just flew out of my mouth. You are the only authorized prescriber navigating your physical reality. No one else does it. No one else has the remote control physically in front of them. No one else writes the script apart from you, literally. You have the ability to physically take control of how you experience your reality and what you experience through how you embody frequency. So I clearly remember, clear as day, I can remember myself physically in the moment of last year. And I don't want to go through the whole, I don't want to dwell back on my past because CBA, but I remember physically being at work, and at the time I was experiencing what I would call the hamster wheel. The same thing every day, the same energy, the same people, the same energies of those people, the same experiences, the same feeling of lack, just the same everything. And I was so over it. I was like, there has to be more for me here. There has to be more for me here. And when I coupled that with what I've been able to physically do for other people, to be honest, at the time it was for other people. What I had been able to physically do for other people throughout my life was only showing me exactly what I could give to myself. which is a reason I quit my job, which is a reason I decided that the feeling that I was experiencing in terms of having more far outweighed what I was already experiencing in that moment. And so when I decided that, my whole fucking reality shifted, to be honest. Like I don't want to talk from my experience right now. All right. My guides have been asking me to channel in a very different way recently. And it's with my eyes closed. Yeah, it's with my eyes closed. Because when I have my eyes closed, okay, that makes more sense. When I have my eyes closed, I'm not invoked in my physical reality and I don't speak from my experience, I speak from high consciousness. So we're going to give it a go. And there's a very fucking... there's a high chance that my phone's going to be like, sorry, no capacity, no storage. But if it does that, whatever it is, it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So I'm going to tap in right now. Never done it before, as in like not tapped in. I've tapped in multiple times. I tap in all the time. I'm tapping in right now. But I'm going to tap in a different form than I have ever before. And I've never even done it alone before. So the first time I'm doing it is on camera, which is... whatever. Anyway. It's not daunting. It's fucking exciting. Whatever. All right, let me tune in. Hold on. Okay. Oh. It's got a really weird sensation in my chest and in my shoulders. Ugh. Okay. We've all waited long enough. Waited well and truly long enough to experience the reality that we came here to experience. We have all trained lifetimes, fucking lifetimes, as different beings to live through the physical version that we're experiencing right now. I'm talking with my hands. Whatever. Okay. You have complete control over your physical reality. And the way that you have complete control over your physical reality is by embodying the energy of what you would like to experience and coming off the hamster wheel of what you're currently experiencing that seems to be on rotation, right? A lot of us experience this reality, this physical reality, on a hamster wheel. We all run at 100 miles an hour doing the same thing over and over again until we crash out and we're just like, oh, I want to give up. I can't do it. I don't want to do it anymore. But when you pull yourself off the hamster wheel and remember that what you came here to experience is within your full control, you allow for your physical reality to align itself with your natural frequency. You understand physically, me speaking to you right now, you physically understand that you are entitled and you have a birthright to more love, more money, more happiness, more prosperity, more balance, more harmony, more heart-centered awareness that comes from the purest form of your own consciousness, not the version of you that has been narrated through... I'm going to use me as an example now, as Laura. Laura is a version that shows up in this physical reality. But if you put Laura aside, or the self aside, and come on, try and help me here. If you put yourself aside and sit in the seat of your own consciousness, in the blank space, your outward reality reflects to you exactly what you want to embody. So if you're feeling a lack of if you're feeling a lack of love and you want to embody more love, right? You physically have to feel more love within your body for what you're already receiving. And when you do that, your physical reality will meet you halfway in that frequency and match it. You have to match the frequency that you want to experience in order for it to show up in your reality. There's no other way to control the game. You know how to control the game. You know how to control the game fully. And when you remember that all you need to do is match the frequency to how you want to feel, your physical reality will shift itself in a way that physically shows up for you. It'll show up with more love. So if I feel more love, if I embody more love, if I see more love in my reality, if I observe it and perceive it more, love will show up for me more in my physical reality in the way that I am embodying it. It'll match me. It'll match me. And it'll match you. Like I said, you've trained lifetimes to be here. Genuinely, you have. You've trained lifetimes to be in this moment. But the way that we have been experiencing this game is by experiencing the game through the conditions of our past. And what you need to understand is that the past does not exist anymore. Once it is not in the now moment, it's no longer here. And so we get so caught up in the impressions that those past experiences leave in our physical body that it blocks our energy field and doesn't allow what's being physically experienced to be the energy that we feel in the now moment. Because I want to say residue of our past experience and our past trauma and our past feelings are being carried into the present moment through our conscious mind and through our subconscious mind as well. It's through both. You might go and experience something and be like, oh fuck, I've experienced this before. I can't do that. You can. You just have to embody how you want to feel about that experience now. Not the past version of you, not bringing that past version of you into the now moment. That version of you deactivated the second that event happened. Physically in the past, it's gone. I'm literally shooing it. Get out of here, sis. You know? So when you are able to deactivate the conditions, not even able to, you are able to. Right now, you can deactivate any fucking version of you that existed. Any. You want to decide that you're more abundant? You want to decide that you receive more love? You want to decide that this is your reality? That's it. There's nothing else to be questioned. That's how it works. Turn it off. Deactivate the system. And bring online the system of you, or the version of you, that understands that you are the controller of your reality. And the only way for you to control it is to match the frequency of what you want to feel and what you want to experience. No, it'll align you. What you want to feel will align you with what you experience. That frequency matches each other. It's just how it works. Spirit, I kind of want to open my eyes. They're saying, don't you dare. There's more here. There is so much more here for you to experience than what you're physically experiencing right now. What you're experiencing right now is a slither of what you are, what you have the capability of experiencing, or what your actual body signed up to experience. You didn't sign up for, when you incarnated on this earth, you did not sign up for a life limited by the conditions of your past. You signed up for a life lived in the present moment, embodying the lifetimes that you trained to be here. And as you start to remember that, all of your lifetimes will come online to be experienced through this physical reality. I remember how to be abundant. I remember how to feel more love. I remember how to find balance in my life. I remember how to feel happiness in every moment, regardless of the outcome. I remember how to feel more prosperity in what is coming for me, regardless of knowing or thinking about what it should look like. 99% of the time, 99.99999% of the time, whatever we are experiencing, no, I'm going to backstep, sorry. Whatever we are experiencing and whatever we are thinking never actually transmutes into the physical reality. You might think you're going to go and experience this and have this exact conversation with someone, or receive this exact thing. To be fair, it never actually works out that way. What you are asked to do is to embody what you want to feel, or how you want to feel about that conversation, or how you want to feel within that conversation, and then watch it unfold. That's all. Because the mind is only a voice that tries to narrate, is that the word? Yeah. That tries to narrate what's physically happening on the external reality, or what will happen, because we're like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. You're not meant to know what's going to happen, bro. You're not meant to know. You're not meant to know how you're going to have that conversation. You're not meant to know how you're going to experience that. All you're meant to do is feel in your vibration, in your frequency, align your frequency to how you want to experience it, and allow it to be reflected back to you. That's it. Damn. Thank you, iPhone. 20 minutes, holy shit. That was fun. These fasts are kicking my ass. And this experience has been kicking my ass. But am I grateful for it kicking my ass? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because if I can feel like this and do what I just did, I will do it time and time again. And you know what? Even my mind tried to narrate what I was experiencing in terms of the void. It was like having all of these thoughts, and I was like, bitch, turn off. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, oh, you're in the void, you're not going to come back for it. Fuck off. Please. There was 30% of me that not believed that, but that was thinking that a little bit. That was, that was almost feeling that. But I think part of the reason why I experienced that void is to know how to turn it off. And so when I experience the void next time, I'm going to fucking live in it. I'm going to literally just bathe in being in the void, because I know that what I experience within the void creates a leap for me in time. Unfortunately, it's linear time. It is what it is, yeah? But I know that whatever I'm experiencing within that void only transmutes and only moves my energy into a state that aligns more with my natural state of being. And my natural state of being is pure consciousness. That's it. There are so many times, it's been really funny actually, because there's been so many times while I've been here for the past month that I've gotten on the back of the bike, or on the back of a grab bike, and they'll always say to me, where are you from? And in the beginning, it's really interesting actually, because I became uncomfortable saying I'm from Australia, because my energy body's like, sis, sis just wanted to turn around and be like, I'm from other dimensions. What do you mean? You know? That's what I want. 2222 on my clock just then. And if you ask me who I am pure consciousness. That's who I am. And so are you. And so Laura is the person that shows up, and the person that I get to activate through, and the person that I get to narrate this story through and experience my physical reality through. But at my purest form, I am consciousness, and so are you. And so I challenge you to remember that. Because if you can remember it, your entire life will change in the best ways. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for being part of my journey, and for watching me channel with my eyes closed for the first time and speaking directly into my own pure consciousness. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.